Hello, my name is Mark, and I'm looking forward to being with you at ReachOut 2026. The Lord is preparing and using all kinds of people in the harvest. And like many people that the Lord's calling today, He first began to challenge me with the idea of serving Him cross-culturally amongst the unreached while I was still studying engineering in university. At the time, I knew that a big part of being equipped was to grow in my ability to handle the Word of God, to know how to disciple somebody, and have some ministry experiences before going to an overseas context. And so for my wife and I, serving in our local church and a parachurch for many years was where a lot of this development happened. In hindsight, another thing that the Lord used to equip me was the 15 years that I worked in the automotive industry in Australia as an engineer and then as a manager. There were some wonderful complementary skills and experiences that shaped who I am now and eventually influenced how we even served overseas. I worked in manufacturing for many years, including 9 years working for Toyota while they were still making cars here in Australia, and then some years as a quality manager. And I still see how these experiences shape the way I think about problems, the way I lead, and the way that it really influences ministry. This is all to say that there's no wasted experience and that the mission field isn't limited to one type of person or one specific role. God is raising up all sorts of people in ways that don't always fit a traditional picture of a missionary, yet they're deeply needed in today's world. Some He calls to go to a community on the other side of the world, while others He calls to the unreached that are now in our backyards. Both are incredibly strategic. It always amazes me that Jesus recruited His disciples from such ordinary, regular vocations. Acts 4:13 tells us that the disciples were seen as unschooled, ordinary men. And there was nothing to be ashamed of being ordinary. And the fact is that the Lord seems to delight in using ordinary people to astonish the world. The simple reality is that what the Lord looks for is people who have encountered Jesus, who are willing to be available and obedient to His call. And I hope we can explore more about this in Reach Out 2026.